Gabe Davis.
Reaction to this loss?
We beat ourselves out there today, but how are we going to answer? That's all I'm worried about. How are we going to answer to this adversity? The program taught us something really special to me. I mean, when adversity strikes, you don't rise to the occasion. You fall back on your habits. So all our training we've been doing this whole year, we will see what it does for us this next season.
What do you think just initially, because this is, for many guys in that locker room, the first regular season loss they've ever experienced here, how do you think they're going to bounce back?
We got a strong team, strong guys. I know we're going to come back from this, and you still will remember UCF's names after this loss for sure.
There was a lot of talking after the game, during the game, before the game, the fans, the players. Like, what level of disrespect did you guys feel today?
I don't really listen to what's going on there, unless it's on the field. Those guys, I was just worried about the 11 guys we were going up against on defense, and they were a good team to go up against. Talking here and there. That's football, but it was a good win for them.
What was it the second half that you guys were able to get some success in the third quarter? What was it you guys were able to do that helped you kind of maybe get back in the game?
Again, just don't fall back to your habits. What we've been doing these past 2 years. We know what we've been doing. We know we've been down before. I know you guys remember last year Memphis. It was a quick 21-0, and we came back from that as well. So when it comes to adversity, we can definitely answer.
Well, why do you think you fell behind 21-0 early? What was Pitt doing? What were you guys?
We just came in slow. We didn't underestimate these guys. I don't think that's what it was. It's hard to go perfect. We just came in slow. You're gonna make mistakes, and that's what happened.
What Dylan's performance? He was a little shaky in the beginning, but then he kind of calmed down, had some big throws later on. What did you assess from that?
He's mature. He's a mature guy. You guys have seen what he's been doing this past year. Again, you're gonna make mistakes. This guy is still, the Dylan you saw last week. But at the end of the day, everybody's gonna make mistakes. I made mistakes in the first half. Nixon made some mistakes. Dylan made some mistakes. All of us made mistakes. That's just how it is. We're not really worried about how he's going to be. We know he's going to bounce back from this as well.
You said it's hard to be perfect. Is there a pressure that comes with that week in and week out?
I don't think it's a pressure. It's the pressure that you put on yourself. We're not worried about what everybody else is saying. We know what we want to accomplish, the work that we put in. So when it comes to pressure, it's just the pressure you put on yourself. I don't think there's any pressure on the outside.
Coach Heupel just said to us that he told you guys to let this one hurt for a while. How do you take that? How do you interpret that? Is that just as motivation, or?
I say motivation. This does hurt. So again, like I've been saying the whole time I've been up here, how are we going to bounce back from this? What are we going to do now that adversity hits and everybody thinks that UCF probably is the same UCF? But we're showing we got 6, 7, 8 more games left, and we'll definitely be out there showing you guys how we're going to do these next.
So the season goals remain the same?
Oh, of course. Season goals remain the same. Still going to be doing the same thing we're doing week in and week out. We're preparing really well every single week. I don't think that's what it is. There's times you're going to make mistakes in life, and today was the day.
What's your message to the younger guys, to some of the young guys, like we mentioned earlier, about who haven't been through this? What do you want to say to them right now?
Well, I haven't been through it. I was here this whole time we've been undefeated. This is my first loss as well. So again, like I said, how are you going to bounce back? That's the biggest thing when it comes to these things like this. Again, the program taught us that. How are we going to bounce back from adversity? You don't fall back on adversity. You don't rise to the occasion. You fall back on your habits, and the habits that we've been doing since January, all the way up to this point. So again, we're going to go out there. We're going to perform. I'm not worried about how we're going to look the rest of the year. I know we're going to do the job done and do what we have to do.
Can you describe what the practice week is going to be like? Do you think there's going to be an anger in this practice week coming up?
Just guys going to be hungry. I know that. It does suck to see us, go down and lose. But, it takes things like that to get knocked in the head a little bit and let you know that, hey, we ain't perfect and we got to go out there and work every single day. Can't get complacent, so.
That's good. That's good.
Thank you.